Hey guys, KKDDFS coming back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the Dreamhack event for, what's tomorrow? Thursday? Thursday, August 13th. And we got a solid slate tomorrow. We got 3 games. We got Heroic and Endpoint, Fords and OG, and then T1 and Cloud9. So before we jump into the video, if you guys have not checked out tilteddfs.com, you definitely should. The owner of the website keeps putting out some good Csgo Dreamhack articles as well. So if you want to get his insight on it, he has full out drawn articles. Go ahead, check him out in the link down in the description below. Check out his article, see what he has to say. He has some good information. We've had a couple people do very, very well reading his articles. We've had a couple $2,000 winners. We had a $5,000 winner, people who are profiting hundreds of dollars. It's free articles. Go check them out in the description below. You should definitely do that. Then we go over to Bovada real quick to look at the betting odds. So, they do have that one, finally. Didn't see that earlier. We got these 3 games. So tomorrow, Heroic is a minus 345 against Endpoint. That's a plus 250. I think it's going to be a little bit more one-sided than Bovada has. I really like Heroic in that matchup. You got Fords and OG. OG is a minus 145 to Fords 105. Could be a very, very nice play tomorrow. And then you got Cloud9 and T1, which was a lot closer than the first time they played. The first time they played, Cloud9 was a minus 1,000 or something crazy like that. And now they're only a minus 305. Cloud9 and T1 have played twice in Dreamhack, with one of them being a 1-game series where T1 won. And then the other was a best of 3 where T1 won again in best of 3 in 3 games. So definitely could be an interesting series tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the video. If you guys are new, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let's get into it. So Heroic is going to be the safest play, I feel, for tomorrow. They're not the biggest favorites, but they are a sizable favorite. Going after Staven will be a core piece for me. He has not been playing well lately, but he definitely has the upside of being the top fragger on the team. And at $8,800, that's a fine price to get to for Staven. Cannon and Nico would be the other 2 guys I would be interested in at 84 to 8K. I don't feel like you're going to need to get to Tessus or Borup as value plays. I feel like there's better options on the slate. So I'd rather get to these 3. I like Nico and Staven a little bit more than Canadian or Cannon, or however you pronounce his name, but definitely going after the top 3 for Heroic. I feel like Heroic should be able to sweep the series against Endpoint. On the Endpoint side, once again, if you feel like they're going to win, they are a very, very cheap option. Thomas is 6,800, Robin is 5,800, Crucial is 5,600. I don't feel like you need to get to the bottom 2 that are not really that good of players. But looking at this, if you do feel like Endpoint's going to win, these guys are very, very cheap. And if you wanted to put like Thomas as your captain, you could definitely get to some more expensive players from like Cloud9 or OG or Fords or some of the bigger players on the slate. If you threw like Thomas or Robin as your captain, if you feel like Endpoint can pull off an upset against Heroic, which is not out of the picture, I just think that Heroic is going to be your safest play for tomorrow. Now going into this game, and my favorite team, my favorite team to play on this slate is from this game, and that would be Fords. It is a very close spreaded game, minus 145 and plus 105. And if you look at the prices, OG, Fords, OG, yeah, you're not going to think that this one is going to be a close one. Meaning, A lot of the chalk are going to go to the OG players. I do not know why Man2 is 10-4. He should not be more expensive than he should not be the most expensive player on the slate by any stretch of the imagination. But we'll get more into OG in just a second. If you're going after forwards, which I am personally, excess power is going to be the top play for me, and then Flint. Putting these guys in my lineup, salary savers. It'll allow me to pay up for other guys on the slate, and I feel like Force is going to win tomorrow. And if they do, you're going to need some of these players. I'm not going after Jerry, Facecrack, or Almanizer as much, just because I feel like if you get to excess power and Flint, it's enough salary saver where you can pay up for other options, and you don't need to get to the bottom 3 from Force. On the other side, on OG, Man2 is probably the easiest fade for me tomorrow at 10-4. There's no reason for you to pay up that much for him. I'd much rather get to Stavin from Heroic. I'd much rather get to OC from Cloud9. You're not going to want to get to Man2 tomorrow. There's going to be better options. Valde at 7,800, it's alright. If OG wins tomorrow, Valde is probably going to be the biggest of value plays, him and Alexi B. So keep that in mind. This one should be, if I had to pick a series to go all 3, this would be the series that goes all 3. And I like Forrest to win in this one, but this is definitely a game where you could have players from both sides in the winning lineup, in the optimal lineup. So I wouldn't mind getting to Alexi B or Valde in a lineup with Force players, but I have other options as well. So I'm not getting to OG personally tomorrow, but I don't mind the spot. Last game of the slate for tomorrow is going to be T1 and Cloud9. Obviously, we saw that T1 was sizable underdogs, but nothing crazy. Going into it, T1 has won the last 2 times against Cloud9, so I don't see a reason why they can't win. Going after PRT and Pesadillo could be an interesting option tomorrow if we feel like T1 could possibly beat Cloud9 again. Cloud9's core is strong, but they are struggling. And I feel like T1 could win tomorrow, but I'm going to aim more towards the Cloud9 side. But if you're going to T1, PRT, Pesadillo, and then Bertrand are going to be my 3 options. I'm not really going to get to the bottom 2, even though Malbs has been playing a little bit better. I'd rather get to the top 3 in this case, and I feel like you're going to be able to pay up for better options if you go lower here. Even if you put like one of these 2 guys in your captain spot, you'll be able to pay up. Final team to go over is Cloud9, and they're the biggest favorites on the slate, and I'm going to them. I do like Cloud9 tomorrow. I'm actually going to them. My favorite plays from them are OC. Even though he's at 9,800, I feel like there's enough value on the slate by going to 4s to be able to get to Cloud9. I'm being able to get to OC. And he's been playing really, really well lately. And he's probably the best player on Cloud9 right now. A little bit better than Floppy at the moment, and probably a solid place to go to. My other pick for this game will be Sonic. He's just been the most consistent player for Cloud9, and at 7,200, $1,000 less than Floppy, I feel like Sonic is the better choice over Floppy tomorrow, and it'll allow you to pay up for Stavin or Nico or some other players that you'll be able to get to instead of going to Floppy. As for Modem and JT, I don't feel like I need to get to them. I'd rather get to Sonic. I'd rather get to the Force players than to get to Modem or JT. But that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Whether or not you agree with my picks. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. link in the description for Tilted DFS on their website and on Twitter. Everything there. Go ahead, check it out. And I hope you guys all have a good night, and let's make some money tomorrow.